Hello and welcome to my channel. I know a lot of you are going to be relatively new to seeing a video from me because this is a collaboration with the Breakfast Club for YouTubers to collaborate. That's a really long name for a group, but this is a Facebook group called the Breakfast Club for YouTubers to collaborate. And the video topic today is coffee, tea, or... Now I'm filming this late in the day and I just have my water. I didn't even realize that the first time I did it, that I was supposed to be telling you what I was drinking. It's water. I drink at least 3 of these a day, or I try to anyway. Sometimes I fail, but I try to. And the video topic for today is the good things about getting older. I'm going to be really honest. I'm doing this video on the fly. I didn't really think about what I was going to say. I mean, my very first gut reaction is there's not a whole heck of a lot about getting older that is great in my eyes. That was my very first response. You know, that's a stupid response because really, do we really ever want to do, you know, some of the things in life over that we've already done? I know I wouldn't want to do some of them. So I would say some of the good things about getting older is, for one, for myself, in regards to myself, I'm a lot milder. Now there's reasons for that, and if you already watch my channel and you're watching my story, you'll kind of get that. But if you don't, and you don't know me, I've changed a lot in the past decade due to some things that happened in my life. And I used to be very much a control freak and the boss, and it was my way or the highway. And so aging for me has really helped in that area. I'm not nearly as aggressive. You find the older you get, you don't need to be. I mean, people are who they are. You can't change them. You can't really even mold them, especially once they're adults. I mean, if we're talking about our children, once they're adults, you can't mold them anymore. They are who they are. You pray, you hope you did your best, and you move on. And, you know, if people in your life affect you adversely, you know, they don't behave the way that you would choose for them to behave, or you know, they're not around as much as you would like them to be around, things of that nature, things that you would change if you had the chance. When you were younger, those would, I mean, in my case, that would set me off. So I appreciate the fact that I'm older and I can handle things like that. I realize people have their own lives, and thank God for YouTube, because honestly, that's all I can really say is thank God for YouTube. I needed this in my life. Otherwise, I think I could have easily went down a different path within the past year. You know, things happen in your life. Things come up, and you expect them to be different, even though you know in the back of your mind they are not going to be different. You know in the back of your mind they're going to play out exactly the way they did play out. And when you're young, you have a tendency to overreact to things like that. And when you're older, maybe you internalize them more. You know. So there's that. I don't really have the same need the older I get to please people 24/7. Because, and if I'm just being honest, sometimes it just bites you in the butt. And you don't realize that when you're younger. You set out to do, you know, every single thing you can do to, you know, move forward in your job or move forward in relationships. And in the long run, you realize, you know, it's all going to come out in the wash. Just calm down. Enjoy the process. Go day to day. Take your life as it is. Be a blessing if you can be. You know, if you can help someone along the way that day, really that's what's required of us. I mean, we don't really have, you know, requirements in life other than, to love one another, be the best you can be to one another. And if someone crosses your path that day, do the best you can. Now, before, like several years ago, I would, do every single thing I could to ensure the correct outcome in any situation that was given to me. And now I just take it as it comes. Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to be disappointed if you live in that kind of a lifestyle. And the stress and the hypertensiveness of that type of day-to-day expectations, it's not healthy. So growing older really is helpful in that arena for me as well. I think growing older, you realize you don't have to go out and do. I mean, my kids go constantly, and I'm thinking, you have a brand new baby. When does she get to rest? I mean, they go constantly, and if I think back, we probably did those same things. But the older I get, the more I realize you don't need to be like that. It'll all be there tomorrow. Take it a little bit slower. Enjoy the day. Take time to breathe and smell. That's a stupid saying, but it's true. Take time to smell the roses. Whatever it is in your life that is a positive situation for you, take some time to enjoy it, to, encourage that situation or that relationship to grow. Do what you can in that area to blossom those situations, so there's that. And I'll be honest, I'm turning 50 this month, and so yeah, I feel old. I feel old. I have 11 days left of my 40s, and I think, where in the world did they go? Because I was just 30 something. And it's been a really ugly decade for me, which again, if you want to, you can certainly take the time to go see that on my channel. It's actually a series called Storytime. We're only on segment 3. They're weekly story videos. They come out on Thursdays, and you can get that story if you want to. It's been a really ugly decade for me, so I'm really, really embracing this new decade, the 50s. I'm going to be better, and matter of fact, that's what my channel name is on YouTube. I mean, of course, it's just my name, just like it is on here, but my series name is Flab to Fab at 50, and that's FLAB, the number 2, FAB, the @50, and you can look up my videos via that if you want to, or you can just look up my name, or you can use the link that I'm sure is going to be attached to this video. But so I don't want to go through what I went through in the last decade. Now, from my 30s to my 40s, I didn't have this mentality, this calmness over me, this settled, I'm settled. I think that's the biggest thing about growing older, is that you tend to be calmer. And I love that. And I hope that you all enjoy whatever age you're at, whether it's 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. There's a few of us on here in their 70s and still kicking. Beautiful ladies, putting out beauty videos, and more power to you. Enjoy it. Enjoy the process. Again, I'm very thankful that growing older brought me to YouTube, because I seriously needed this in my life. It's helped motivate me. It's kept me on track. It's given me a sounding board and someone to speak to whenever I failed, I had people that I could turn to and talk to about the situation that are in the same boat. So I attribute that to growing older, because I wouldn't even had the courage to do this had I not been turning 50. So, yeah, there it is. And there's some of the reasons why, you know, the good things about growing older. But, you know, if I could go back and do a lot of things over, boy, I would. But we can't. We're given this one life, and make the best of it as you can. And so there it is for me. You have a great day. God bless. Bye-bye.